Chosen ones, how are you all doing? Just remember, you're not the perception police. You're not responsible for how people view you based on someone else's opinion, based on someone else's lie. You're not responsible for that. Don't take that upon yourself as if you're responsible, because people are so weak and they're so cowardly that if they know you all have a relationship, if they know that they can come talk to you and discuss things with you, and they don't come discuss things with you, they're only going to believe what someone else is telling them. You're not responsible for what they believe. You're not responsible for that. Don't put all this unnecessary stress and unnecessary pain on yourself because you can't change the way somebody's thinking about you. That is not your responsibility. You have to let go of wanting to police someone else's perception. You want to police someone else's belief. And I know it's hard. Listen, I know it's hard. This is something that you have to be a strong individual to do. You have to be a strong individual to just adapt this. You know what? Let the cards fall where they may attitude. You got to be strong. You got to be strong for this type of stuff, because the average person would have been lost their mind. The average person can't handle someone lying on them. The average person can't handle being slandered. You got to remember that if you can walk through slander, if you can walk through people lying on you, if you can walk through people having a certain perception of you based on lies someone else is saying, and you still can look good, and you still can come out and give God thanks, and you can still, be kind to people. You got to give yourself a pat on the back for that. You got to look at that as being a strong individual. You got to look at yourself as being a warrior, because the average person cannot handle the same. If this thing were reversed, the same thing that people are doing to you, the average person couldn't handle that. The average person couldn't handle that. The average person would have wanted to, go do something to themselves. But you get up every day. You put your best foot forward. You smile. You still can give a kind word to someone. You still going out doing the things that you love to do, knowing that people don't slander you all up and down the East Coast. Look, people don't slander you all up and down the East and West Coast and slander. You done been everything but what your character says you are. You done been everything in the book but what you walk out every day. You done been everything. But your job is to stay focused. Your job is to keep doing the work on you, because see, the enemy don't want you to do the work on you. The enemy been after your mind, because you got this so-called generational curse in the family of mental illness. The enemy wants that mind. So the enemy want to use anything to make you go crazy, to make you be subjected to the foolishness that's running down the bloodline. But you refuse to bow. You say, no, not today. Not today, Satan. Not tomorrow either. Not the day after that. Never. Never. That's what you have to remember. You're not fighting against flesh and blood. The enemy is using people. He's using them same people in your bloodline to fight against you. You have to believe that. We don't want to believe this. We don't want to believe that the enemy used those closest to us. The word said it's not going to be those outside of your home that come against you. The enemy's going to be in your own house. And you know what house is representation of? Your own family and your own physical house. Your own family and your own household the ones closest to you that the enemy gets into. That's why you have to stay prayed up. That's why you have to keep pleading the blood of Jesus over your home. You have to take authority over that in the place where you dwell. You have to take authority. Run them demons up out of there. They don't want to be subjected to us, right? Run them up out of there. They can leave. Because they're not going to be comfortable. Darkness can't be comfortable around light. Them spirits want you to bow down. Them spirits want you to conform. And they'll use your relationship. They'll use the title, you being mother. That's your child, to get you to bow, to get you to... No, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. Don't work like that. Get somebody else to do it.